So y'all, it is the night before the hike and I'm headed to the vitamin shop and to Target to pick up some last minute items that I need for my hike, including Elements salt packets, so electrolyte packets from there because I couldn't find them nowhere else, and a thermal. Everybody was out of thermals, but I should have never waited last minute to try to find a thermal. But I found one at Target. It's a turtleneck thermal. And what else? Some hiking poles, some trekking poles, which I've never used any trekking poles, hiking sticks. But I was like, this hike is 20 miles. I might want to get some. But hopefully they don't be in the way. Hopefully, you know, I actually work better with them because I really don't like holding stuff in my hands. But so yes, I already placed the order for pickup, so I don't have to go in and try to find this stuff. Just pick it up. I really want to get to bed as soon as possible because of this long day. I want to get some extra rest. The Dinosaur State Park is an hour from where I stay. So I'm getting up at 4 a.m. I gotta get up at 4 a.m. in the morning to gather my things, make sure I leave on time, get there 30 minutes early, more than 30 minutes early. Yes, so it's almost here. My feelings towards this hike have been up and down, but now that I'm closer to the hike, I feel excited. I'm thankful for their encouragement from friends and family because it was a few times where I was like, I don't know if I'm doing this. Like, because I felt like I didn't all the way prepare the way I wanted to. But when I started to prepare these last few days, gathering the things I need, I felt a lot more excited about it and positive about it. And yeah, I'm gonna check it off my bucket list. So I want to say I signed up for this hike sometimes toward the middle to the end of last year. I can't remember. But the reason why I started to be on the fence about this hike is because in the summertime, I was doing a lot of hiking, and my longest hike was 6 miles. And after that hike, I had a toenail fall off, big toe, gone. It was gone. That scared me. And I honestly had scaled back on hiking because I didn't want that. I was not willing to sacrifice my toenails just for hiking, but I was advised that I was wearing the wrong shoes and that I needed to go up a size. So since then, I did get a better grade of shoes. I got some Hokas. Shout out to Lisa and Joe because they big Hoka heads, big Hoka heads. But yes, but since I got those shoes, I don't know the exact specific kind that I got, but I'm gonna put it somewhere here. They have been game changers. And I was told that I needed to go, when you're hiking for long distances, you have to go up like half a size. So since I went up half a size and then got a better grade of hiking shoes, it has honestly changed the game. So I do enjoy hiking a lot more. Like I said, the longest hike I've done was 6 miles. So this 20 miles is crazy work. It's crazy work, but we're gonna get her done tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. It is the morning of the hike. This hike is going to be hosted by an organization called Mammoth March. And again, it's going to be 20 miles. So some of the things that I'm bringing with me in my backpack are a lot of fruit, protein bars. I made some cold pressed juice last night, which I put coconut water in. I didn't want to bring regular water because I wanted to bring something that was going to actually give me some energy. So I brought that. I brought some body warmers, which is cold. It's 34 degrees right now, but I don't feel like super cold because I'm layered up. But I brought some body warmers to put on just in case. A first aid kit. I brought some Advil just in case. I'm sipping on some tea right now because I woke up and my throat was feeling kind of funny. So I brought some herbal tea. I got my gloves, and that's pretty much all that I brought. I feel like my backpack is heavy. I did not want it to be that heavy, but that bladder pack is what's making it heavy. So that, yeah, so I feel pretty good about everything that I'm bringing and that I'm going to be comfortable along the way. So I don't know how long it's going to take me. I really want to be done by 12, but we'll see how long it takes. Okay, thank you.
You beautiful ladies, and where are we coming from? Dallas, oh, real local, but Dallas still rocks.
Okay, y'all, it is 7:21 and I'm starting the hike. I'm gonna check in from time to time. I am using the All Trails app to navigate it. They put the route on that app, so I mean, and honestly, it's so many people out here, you can't get lost. I mean, it's always gonna be somebody in front of you. So I just finished the first mile. It is freezing, but I'm warming up. I think it's supposed to get up to the 50s today. My hands and toes were literally turning to ice. But after that first mile, I feel my body warming up, my feet warming up. So we have almost reached mile 3. And everybody is kind of coming to a little pause for photo ops. I have completely warmed up, which is great. It feels great. But everybody's stopping, taking pictures. It's very nice and peaceful out here. So yeah, it is almost 8 o'clock. It may be a little past 8 o'clock, but yeah, it's going great so far. So we quite haven't made it to mile 3, but we came to the first rest stop, and I'm actually about to fuel up because I didn't eat breakfast. Yeah, and situate myself better. They actually are handing out peanut butter jelly sandwiches. That's great. So y'all, as soon as I took the electrolyte, ate some blueberries, packed my stuff back up, and started the hike again, I don't know if that electrolyte did not settle well in my stomach, but I threw all of it up. I had to pull over up and it came up, all of it. So the name of this state park is called Dinosaur Valley. It is in Glen Rose, Texas. And here are the dinosaurs. So we just reached mile 5. So we 1/4 of the way done. Had one stop, and yeah, so far so good. My feet do hurt a little bit, and we 2 hours in, so yeah, we still in it. So we are almost at mile 7. We've come to our second stop to eat snacks, to hydrate, to use the restroom. So I did feel my muscles kind of cramping up, so I do need to eat something and drink some juice or some coconut water so that I won't be catching Charlie horses. So yeah, I'm gonna rest for a little bit, stretch it out, and keep going. So everybody is pretty much still hanging out at this stop, stretching, eating, changing out socks and pants, and I'm glad because I was able to do the same. Switch out my socks to prevent, from it being too much moisture in my shoes. So yes, this rest stop was well needed. I was cramping up, so eating some fruit and hydrating definitely helped. I already feel a lot better. Y'all, I was so impressed seeing these. It was at least, no, there's several elderly people out here who are doing this hike, 20-mile hike in their 70s. Y'all, so as straightforward as this route has been, there was one point where several of us went the wrong way. I didn't realize that second stop was the same stop.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even. It's part of the thing.
And it actually tacked on like an extra mile to my route. The lady said that she actually went all the way back to the beginning, and the elevation has not been that bad so far. The first leg of the route, it was like a straight path, like hardly any elevation. This second leg, there's a lot more elevation. It's more rocky, and it has some stairs. Actually, I was excited to see those stairs because it gave me a chance to stretch my legs. It actually felt good. It's rough. Along the path, I ran across two people who were injured or had fallen. This is the biggest challenge, to the point where you start to question the purpose of it, besides liking to hike. Like, why is it 20 miles? Why am I hiking 20? You know, but I feel like the purpose is to build resilience, perseverance, to build strength, mental fortitude. I feel like I'm getting so much more out of it than just pushing my physical, you know. So I do appreciate all the incoming texts and messages that I have gotten from loved ones encouraging me along the way. Right now I'm almost at mile 10. I'm like at 9 point something, almost at mile 10. We halfway there. So we just finished mile 10, just stopping to do some stretching and refueling. Everybody popping some Advil, some Tylenol, something, because yeah, we in pain. Ain't gonna lie, we in pain. Y'all, so I think we're on mile 12. Well, I'm on mile 12. We kind of lost count, to be honest. They have mile markers, but I think we're on mile 12. I ran into some friends from Black Hike United.
You was coming to Airport when you said you was coming there, I figured. But then, weren't you in Germany or somewhere?
Last month.
Okay.
Yeah. That I hike with sometimes. They said they was trying to get in contact with me this morning, but I forgot to put Messenger on my phone. It was so refreshing to see them, to be honest. How I'm feeling. My legs hurt a lot. My left knee is aching really bad. I did pop a Tylenol.
Okay, I'm done. What's up? Brought me a chair.
Y'all, I am done. Tapped out at the 16 mile mark, and several of us caught a shuttle to the finish line, but we did 16 miles, and I met a lady here who I'm gonna give a ride to her car. She's been so cool. This was an exceptional experience. Y'all, welcome to the aftermath. This is like 2 days post the marathon. So I just want to go over a few things that I was too tired to mention immediately after the marathon. I was so tired, I didn't even want to think about nothing except getting home and getting some rest. But I ended up dropping out of the marathon at mile marker 16. I did a total of like 17.9 miles because I went the wrong way at one point, but so that put me at almost 18 miles. So the rules for the marathon were you could only drop out of the marathon at mile 7 and at mile 16. So at mile 7, I was still good. I knew that I was taking a risk though between mile 7 and mile 16 because they were not coming to save you between those miles. So I want to say at mile 10, I started to question everything in life. I was like, why am I even doing this? But I kept going. I got to mile 14, I believe, and I had so much pain in my left leg. Like it became like excruciating at one point to where I was walking like a duck. Like I finally made it to mile 16, and I was still like going back and forth if I should drop out or not because I really wanted to finish. But my body told me, girl, you are finished.
Okay, I'm done. What's up?
20 miles ain't no wimp. And I commend everybody who actually finished the 20 miles. But everybody who made it to 16 miles, you know, they were still winners. To walk 16, 17 miles is not ordinary. That was the most even though I started to question like why I was doing it, I feel like my body and my mind, everything went into survival mode between mile 7 and 16, because I knew that I had to make it to mile 16. There was no, I felt like I had no other options unless I was gonna call 911. Like, and I did not want to call 911. That's how much pain my left leg was in. Everything else was pretty fine. My feet were okay. So, lessons learned from that marathon is to pack light. My backpack had way too much stuff in it, and B, prepare well. 20 miles ain't just 20 miles, it's 20 miles. Like, should have trained. And me and some of the other participants kind of bonded over not preparing the way we should have. My body was toe up. I felt like I had just been in a car wreck. It gave me the opportunity to not give up, because I couldn't give up. And it really made me think about things outside of that hike in my life that I want to go harder at. It allowed me to realize that I can push limits in everything else in my life. But anyway, thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for supporting this channel, watching my videos. Thank you for all the support.
Be very, very careful.
I will. You too.